one message today, and that message is a message of support to the workers. So that they know, that's it. It's a message of support to the workers. These workers have been through so much over the last couple weeks. They have been subjected to several meetings. They've been seeing throughout the warehouse, vote no. They've had their rights violated on a daily basis to the point where managers are coming out, watching everything that we're doing. They're being told, you can't vote if you're not working, which we all know is not true. So we're here today to let the workers know that they can and will use their voice. There is no vote left behind in this building. Every single person is going to exercise the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to vote and make a decision about their future against this billion-dollar bully. So let's march down and let's make sure that every single person, every single worker in this building knows that they no longer have to be afraid, that the propaganda is violating their rights, and we are not going to let that happen. What we are going to do is give them that opportunity to walk through that tent. You see that tent right there? That's what holds their future. That's what holds their power, right? And we're going to give it to them today. That's what we're going to do. Give them that power to make a decision about their future, to negotiate their terms and conditions of their employment. They're going to hold Jeff Bezos accountable for making $12 billion in one day and not sharing a dime with the people that made it possible. We're going to change the narrative of customer obsession to employee obsession. We need to make sure that these workers know that they have the power over the billion-dollar bully. That's our message today. Is everyone with me? Yeah! All right, then let's do this.
What do we want? Union! What do we want? Union! What do we want? Now! What do we want? Union! What do we want? Now!
Union! Now! Union!
Now!
No contract? No contract?
Union! Now! What do we want? Union! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Union! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Union! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Union! When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, if we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it!
We shut it down. We shut shit down.
Bring it up from the top again. Everywhere we go, people wanna know, who we are, so we tell them, democracy looks like. This is what community looks like. This is what community looks like.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
The ALU is here to stay forever.
Everybody see that tent right there? Everybody see that tent? That tent! Our wages, our benefits, our paid time off, opportunity. The opportunity that Amazon has neglected to give us. They have passed us over time and time again for opportunity. But today, these workers get that opportunity.
Yeah!
Get that opportunity.
All right!
Absolutely, 100%. Every single voice in this warehouse matters. Every single voice that goes through that tent this week will give you that chance to say, Amazon, we've had enough. Amazon, we want our uniforms fixed. Amazon, we want the conveyor belt fixed. We want 20-minute breaks. We want allocated money. And the only way that Amazon is going to listen is for us to vote yes. Vote yes.
Yes!
To vote.
Woo!
What are we going to vote?
Yes!
What are we going to vote?
Yes!
When are we going to vote?
Yes!
Are we going to take back the power?
Yes!
Take back the power.
Yes!
Emancipate from this greedy employer and let's join together. Let's work together. The message today is about unity. The message today is not for power, but it's called unity. It's called equality. It's called we need to stand together if we want to see a difference in this warehouse.
Thank you, Heather. We appreciate you doing everything up to this point. You guys clap it up for Heather. She's doing a lot of work. This is different. I didn't expect to be standing right here, but this is what we're going to have. He has a lot of, he does have a lot of good things to say. Michael, you got a lot of good things to say? Have you got a lot of good things to say?
I do in about 2 minutes. You bet.
So what? We're doing it right here. I guess we're doing it right here. Well, I want to thank you all for coming out here. As you know, in a couple of days, these workers will have the choice to vote to be a part of what is already a successful union, the Amazon Labor Union. We are now growing across the nation from the East Coast to the West Coast. Not only do we have a campaign here, we also have one in California that's taking place. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I just spoke to the organizer last night, and you guys are the first to know, but they're going to file today. This is the only right place where it should be happening, because here, a couple of days ago, there was a fire. And let me tell y'all what happened from what we heard. They sent the workers home in pain. But that didn't happen in other warehouses. No. 2 other fires, one in JFK, one in Alabama. And when it comes to health and safety, we all know one of the reasons why I lost my job in this company is because I spoke up about health and safety. They don't care about it. Because if they did, they wouldn't punish their workers and speak it up. Instead of sending workers home with pay in Staten Island, guess what they did? They started suspending them and retaliating against them. We want the same protection all across the nation. The only way we're going to get that is if we put that power back in the workers' hands. And the only way we put that power back in the workers' hands is by unionizing.
Yeah!
So as the workers come out, I have to say that I had these prepared. But the emotions I'm feeling, forget the speech. What I want to see, as you see the workers coming out this door, what you're going to see is the most amazing demonstration of diversity. We at ALB-1 are a diverse group of people. We are from Egypt. We have an attorney from Egypt. We have India. We have China. We have hearing impaired, vision impaired. We have so many different people. Our diversity is incredible. But you know what's missing? Equality. We have diversity, but we don't have equality. So coming today, I really wanted to understand, to me, and the hundreds of people that sign cards, vote yes, makes sense, right? It's no secret that Amazon underpays its workers, right? It's no secret. So let's talk about what we already know. We know that we're underpaid. We know that we need benefits. We know that the working conditions are unsafe, right? But here's the thing. What we need to do, and Amazon knows this, and what was their response? Their response was to hire $4.3 million union busters to go in and say, wait a minute, your voice doesn't matter to us. We're going to call you into meetings. We're going to tell you that the ALU is a third party. But in all reality, we know it's a nonprofit organization that was comprised of current and former workers. And why did the ALU get started? The ALU got started because Amazon didn't respond to our concerns. They didn't respond to us, right? So now, the workers have said, we want the power. So here at ALB-1, these workers who are incredibly smart, who are incredibly strong, and who just want an opportunity, an equal opportunity. We want to take that diversity and we want to transition into equality. We don't want to have to quit and then apply for a position externally so you can get promoted, right? And why is somebody here for 2 years that has demonstrated the ability to meet these crazy matrices, leave on injury, but come back to work hard? Why is there people that are being passed over? Where is the consideration and the opportunity for workers to put in that investment to hard labor? This is a skilled labor warehouse, right? So that value that these skilled laborers bring to the table needs to be in the form of bonuses, of real raises. We don't want a 3-year cap on the 25-cent raises. We want fully paid benefits on day one. We want supplemental insurance that pays on and off the job injuries when we work in a warehouse that's the #1 Amazon warehouse in the state of New York for injury. Why are people leaving here in ambulances multiple times a week? Multiple times. When I first came here and I saw an ambulance, I was like, oh my goodness, I have an ambulance here. But now when we see one, we're like, what happened? That can't happen here. It cannot happen here. And then the $5 a week union dues or union dues. Let's talk about that for a minute and what that brings for the workers. Cost of value are 2 different things. I see workers in here that are exhausted, absolutely exhausted. $20 in their pockets, not payday. They're going to walk over to that vending machine and get that $5 Red Bull. They're going to drive past Starbucks and get that coffee because we work so hard. We just want that little thing. But what we need to do is remember that that's an investment into our future. That's an investment into telling Amazon, I've been here for 2 years. Yes. I've been here.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
when they walk through that tent. And when they walk through that tent, they don't have to be afraid. They have to remember that we can do this, we will do this. And remember, the Amazon Labor Union just shut down the billion-dollar bully. We just shut them down. There's 25 objections. They don't want this, but we beat them. Now we're getting recognition, and then we're going to move forward with the contract. That's our plan here today, guys. Our plan is...
Yeah!
We know that we want more money. We know that we deserve fully paid benefits on day one. We know that we deserve enhanced benefits. 15-minute scam-to-scam breaks are not enough. We cannot go from, look at the size of this building. To go from that building, this side to that side, or out in the front, 15 minutes is enough. It's just not enough. How is this going to happen, guys? How are we going to make sure that we get those wages, that we get that commission structure, that profit sharing, those benefits, breaks, and safety? We need to stand together and create the equality that is missing from this warehouse, that is missing from every single Amazon across the nation. We want equality, every single person to have fair wages, to have those rights, to have everything that they need. So I would like to stand united with all of our supporters and the ALB-1 workers. You do not have to be afraid anymore. We are here. I'm in control of my future. Guess what, Amazon? You're going to sit at the table with me, and you're going to listen. You're going to listen, because that's not happening. So now I want to pass it on. Where's Kim? Kim.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
My partner in crime, my co-lead organizer, and has gotten me through a lot of tough moments.
As Heather has, you did touch upon a lot of what I want to say. I am going to keep this kind of short. I just want to say that...
Hold it up.
Sorry guys, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Important facts for us to know, and just to reiterate what Heather said, that Amazon warehouse workers account for almost half of all injuries in the industry. Amazon warehouse workers in the U.S. suffer serious injuries to include death at twice the rate of rival companies as of 2021. This fire that we just had shows how dangerous this job can be. We're dealing with lithium batteries. We're dealing with combustible chemicals and fluids, and accidents can happen. We need protection against these things. We need to stand in unity. We need to have the collective voice for everyone to know how we are able to overcome this. If only we can stand together and all believe and have faith, we can win. We are the workers. We make this happen. We can do this, right, everyone? I don't think we're asking for a lot to want to leave our houses in the morning and come home safe to our families at night. It's not a lot to ask for. And it's not a lot to ask for a living wage that is comparable to this cost of living in 2022. So that we can feed our families. It's not a lot to ask for a $1 trillion company to throw us what to them is crumbs. I think that, we stand together. We can win this through collective bargaining, people. We have to put our voice out there. They have to know how serious we are. And I think that we're strong, we're courageous, and together the power is in our hands. And I am, you are, we are what?
ALU! Woo! Yeah!
Another lead organizer who we couldn't be doing any of this without.
Woo! Yeah!
Well, I too had a speech ready, but it's in my car, so I'm going to fly off the cuff here. When I've been on the floor talking to people asking about their support for the union, I've gotten lots of yeses, lots of no's, and lots of I don't knows or I don't cares. Why do we want the union? Because we are being underpaid, because Amazon lied about their status and said they are a retail center. You cannot walk in this building and buy anything. We are not a retail center. We are a warehouse. We need warehouse wages. We work hard. We lift 50 pounds and higher. We're only supposed to lift up to 50. But I can tell you personally, I've had boxes that are 76, 83 pounds. That is not okay. You can't get away with paying us $15 an hour when every other warehouse in the area is making far more than that.
Whoa!
We have the right to be paid for our COVID leave. When I first started, people were wearing masks, and we got text messages from the company saying, you know, another person here has had COVID. That has all stopped. We don't know who's got COVID anymore. And just this past summer, I was inflicted again a second time with COVID. And Amazon paid me for my first week out, but refused to pay me for my second week. What kind of BS is that?
Whoa!
We need the union because we're underpaid. Our insurance is subpar. If this is the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest corporations in the U.S., they can afford to pay 100% of our health care.
Woo! Yeah!
So when people ask me, why do I want the union? That's why.
Yeah!
So I'm going to introduce you to Miss Emma. Miss Emma is an ALB-1 worker, and I've spoken with her on many occasions. And I would love for you to hear Miss Emma's message of courage.
Yeah!
All right, so hi, I am Miss Emma. I am currently a worker here. I have a full-time job during the day, and I chose Amazon at night because it fitted with my schedule. At first, when I started working here, I loved being here.
Woo! Yeah!
People to come work here. I bragged about this place. I even got my son to work here. Then, all of a sudden, one day, he never showed up. I finally got in touch with him. He said, Mom, I was fired. I said, why? They accused him of doing something he did not do. There's no due process here. He just got fired. No proof, no nothing.
Boo!
So here are some things that I think are important for you to know. In most instances, unionized workers are paid far better than non-unionized workers.
Yeah! Woo!
We can guarantee a COLA, which is a cost of living adjustment, which is a fight against inflation.
Woo!
And a COLA is not a raise.
Yeah!
It is really just hedged against the inflation. These are just a few of the important issues that we need to think about. We also need to be worried about due process, hiring, promotions, disciplinary actions, firing, health and safety are concerns for us all. We all have the ability to negotiate better types of health care that include vision and hearing and mental health.
Woo!
Which is also promoted here.
Yeah!
These are just a few of the important issues. But the most important thing we need to think about is we need to bind together as a union body with fairness and equality for all workers.
Yeah!
For us
Woo! Yeah! You go! You. B1! There. B1! 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 B1!
That's right.
Yeah! Woo!
I want to introduce a family that traveled all the way up here from Virginia They came here in solidarity, not because they're here to vote or they're trying to manipulate the vote. This is a very powerful story. During COVID, one of the reasons why I spoke up is because we were unprotected. I got fired, and workers started to reach out from all over the country. In this particular building, they were COVID testing each other. Amazon had their workers without protections, no N95 masks, no plexiglass, in the facility testing their co-workers with the swab. Not right.
No!
Not only are they underpaid, that's not their they're not medical expertise, they're not in that field, and we're not deemed, even though we were deemed as essential workers, we are not the ones that can save lives. This young lady lost her life suddenly, leaving behind her daughter. And now her daughter, Gabby, and her sister, Christina, they're here to tell the powerful story of Pushan Brown, who lost her life during COVID, working for Amazon. They're here with us today, and we would love to have your undivided attention to hear and listen to Christina, who's here. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Hi everybody. It's so good to see everybody come out today. So my name is Christina, and I'm Pushan Brown's sister. I'll say how to spell her name because a lot of people don't know. It's Poushawn, last name Brown, Brown. My sister and I worked at Amazon in Virginia at the Springfield DDC3 location. And I worked as one depiction, and my sister started off as a sorter. We both started off as a driver. So when the lady came before me and said that when she started working here, she thought it was great, we did too. From the drivers, we went to the warehouse. And then from the warehouse position, we went to, I'm going to tell you now. In 2020, my sister sent over 8 emails to managers, corporate, Seattle, concerning the warehouse. We had a cleaning shift quit on us. We had no proper gear, we had nothing. Workers and my sister, we were scared to come to work. They assigned my sister in late June, July to the COVID safety department at DDC3. They assured her she would be telling people to stay 6 foot away and make sure they had masks, hand sanitizers, paper towels, etc. In October 2020, my sister was trained by another Amazon employee to COVID test other Amazon employees with no proper PPE. She was not a licensed professional. She was not a nurse nor a doctor. She was a single Amazon employee who came there to be a night sorter. My sister was COVID testing with no vaccination out, with no proper PPE. She was not trained by a doctor nor a nurse. In January 2021, my sister passed. She came home from work one Thursday. She complained of a headache. She tested 4 people that day. And the next morning, she never woke up. I reached out to Amazon to let them know. They called me 2 days later to find out why she was not at work. I told them that my sister passed. They told me they would get back to me to see if they could help with funeral arrangements. I called them for 2 weeks. They didn't get back to me until I did an interview with Status Quo, and they offered me, my mom, and my niece 6 weeks of counseling that expired the first week of April. She has a 13-year-old daughter that I take care of now. My sister sent over 8 emails, so many calls, text messaging the supervisors on site saying she was scared, saying we just want to help. Can we close the warehouse? If we can't close the warehouse, can we close it for 3 hours so that we can get everything clean and sterilized? My sister is no longer here, and Amazon is not here. The media is not reporting on the story. It hurts me because my sister worked for that company for 4.5 years. for 4.5 years. We didn't get sorry, we didn't get anything. So it's very important for you guys to understand. Today is a very important day. Because if my sister did have a union, when she reached out to Seattle, when she reached out to the managers, they would have just swept it under the rug. Maybe she will still be here today. So that's right, it's very important. She had no business COVID testing. She had no business if Amazon had enough money to hire nurses and doctors for COVID tests. She had no business being put in that situation. She was a single mother. A lot of people ask, well, why did she do it? When you ask Jeff Bezos, why did he allow regular Amazon employees with no medical training to COVID test, then you can come back and we can talk. But you have to vote yes today because this is very important. My sister's not here, and I'm telling you, she cried out for help. She cried out for many times. She wanted to stay at the job. She just wanted to be safe. So you guys need to understand how important it is. And please, if you guys get an opportunity, please look up my sister, Google her, share her story, please. We need to get it around. Nobody cares. Amazon is not trying to take responsibility for it. They're not talking about it. They think I'm going to go away. I'm not going to go away. I want
Yeah! Let's go! Woo! Yeah!
Tell everyone that you know about my sister, please. Please help me get justice for my niece. She's 13 years old. She will never see her mother again, and neither will I. Thank you so much.
What's her name? Woo! Thank you! Woo! Keyshawn Brown! Keyshawn Brown!
Thank you.
Woo!
Sorry.
So we have another special guest today, Senator Gillibrand. Takes the time to come to Albany, New York. Schodack. This is Schodack. This is Albany, but this is Schodack. Schodack, New York. To let the workers know that they have support across the nation. We have support. We have the power. We have the authority. So I'd like to introduce Senator Gillibrand, and thank you for taking your time to come today.
Thank you, Heather, for your leadership, for your vision, for your determination, for your never giving up. That's what a labor movement is about. It's about speaking out and speaking truth to power, asking for justice, asking for fairness, asking for fair wages. That is what a union is. A union is the ability to elevate your voice, to make your voice stronger, to make your voice louder, so the Jeff Bezoses of the world have to listen. That is why you are here. That is why you march. That is why you don't give up. The union movement in this country is what allows workers to thrive. It's what allows the economy to grow. It's what allows families to thrive. Without the labor movement, without a union, you have no one to stand up to the CEOs and the corporate boards to say, this is just, this is fair, this is what the employees need to thrive. This is essential. The work that a union does is take all your concerns and mobilizes them and uses your voice to be heard on a larger scale. No worker should work without having a union behind them, because the truth is,
Yeah!
you do not get paid fairly. Why is Jeff Bezos fighting you? He doesn't want to pay you fairly.
Woo!
He doesn't want to give you the benefits you have earned, the benefits you deserve. He does not want the money to come out of his pocket and be put in your pocket, the workers, the heart, and the soul of the company. Without a union, you're just one person. And the stories I've heard today are heartbreaking. For a young mother, a single mother, to be able to fight for herself, to say, I don't have the training to do this job. Unless she has a union, she will not be heard. She will not be protected. Every benefit that you have earned is only achieved because you have a union speaking up and demanding it. People do not give you your rights for free. You have to demand them. You have to fight for them. If they can pay you less, if they can give you less benefits, they will. It makes them have higher returns. It makes them have higher profits.
Yeah!
If they can shortchange you, that just lines their pockets. Do not be
people that have come before them. They do not know the long miles that have been walked. They do not know the heavy weight that has been carried. Tell them what the union movement does. It gives you justice. It gives you rights. It gives you benefits, and it gives you fair pay. This is a righteous movement. Do not give up. Do not give in. I will march with you from now till then. And we will
Thank you so much. And I also want to direct your attention to this incredible, courageous man right here.
Let's go!
Can I call you up here? I'm so proud right now. Thank you so much.
Oh. Yeah!
That is incredible. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to stand together, and we're going to continue the fight. So I want to introduce somebody who's near and dear to me, who's gotten me through a lot over the last couple months. This is Connor Spence. He's the
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you so much. Connor.
Thank you, Heather. I just want to start off by saying how proud I am of the ALB-1 workers. Look, guys, you guys already have a union. All right, everything that we do after this is just a formality. You can check the law, look it up. To be a union, two workers need to come together and say, I want something better for my employer.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
A union is a union of thousands and tens of thousands of workers across the country that are doing just that. So at the end of the day, we need to just take issue with in this company. And the only way we're going to change those things is by standing together.
Woo!
All right, so I just want to say that, look, if Amazon can spend $4.3 million union busting against us, if they could spend, honestly, it's more than that. It's tens of millions of dollars trying to stop workers from having a voice here. That just tells you that they're scared of us. And
Yep!
they're scared that if we really come together and demand something, that we can get it.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
No, I'm done.
Okay, so I'm going to actually just hand up the mic and let you guys introduce yourselves and just a couple quick words.
Union buster!
It's disgusting!
Union buster!
It's disgusting!
My name is Owusu. I'm a council member in the city of Albany, and I am proud to stand in solidarity with all of you today.
Yeah! Woo!
You know, when you think about the union movement, particularly when this country was at its best success, it was a time when unions were the strongest. And now you have corporate leaders who are trying to get rid of unions. What do we say? Hell no. We're going to fight back. We're going to march. We're going to keep on agitating. We will not rest until some of these corporate leaders treat the workers with the dignity and respect that they deserve.
Yeah!
I'm gonna be with you. We all gonna be with you. Let's stand in solidarity.
Yeah!
Thank you so much. And I'd like to hand out our Councilwoman Gabriela Romero.
Yeah!
Hi everyone, my name is Gabriela Romero. I'm a councilman with Councilman Anane, and for the 6th Ward of the City of Albany.
Woo! Yeah!
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to stand in solidarity with everyone. This is such a hard fight, but it's one that's worth it. Something thing I just want to mention, give a quick shout out to is Democratic Socialists that are a really big part.
Yeah!
As a proud Democratic Socialist myself, I'm so
Woo!
happy to be here. I'm so happy to support this. Socialism is something that includes all workers.
Yeah! Let's go!
So I want to give a quick shout out to them. Thank you for the leadership and the roles that you guys have done as well. This is so exciting, and it's not over. There's a big, big push to be had, and so anything that the city council can do, we support workers, we support the labor movement. Let's keep moving.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
My name is Sam Fine. I'm an Albany County legislator, represent the 6th District.
Woo!
And I'm proud to stand here with all of you today. About a month ago, we did a proclamation. We signed a proclamation. I'm here with my colleague Justin Reedy in support of the Amazon Labor Union.
Woo!
Proud of what everyone here is doing. Workers here deserve fair wages, deserve to be at the table to negotiate
Yeah!
themselves. And I just want to also add, there's a bill on the desk of Governor Kathy Hochul, the Warehouse Workers Protection Act.
Whoa! Slam it!
To sign that bill.
Let's go! Sign that bill! 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 Sign that bill!
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Justin Reedy. I'm a county legislator in Albany County. I'm co-chair of the Labor Relations Task Force there. And along with my colleague Sam, I'm here to stand in solidarity with you to thank Heather, thank Christian, thank all of the organizers who are leading this union drive. But especially today, I want to say thank you to the workers that are voting and voting yes to unionizing, voting yes to ALB-1 here at Schodack. Proud to stand with you, and along with Senator Gillibrand and everyone else is here. I will march with the workers here until we get this done. So let's get it done, everyone.
Yeah!
Good morning, or good afternoon. My name is Corey Ellis. I'm the Albany County Council President for the City of Albany. But before I was a politician or elected official, I was a union organizer. I organized over 1,000 members into Healthcare Workers Union.
Yeah.
So I know what it takes to take on your walk. I know the trials and tribulations you've gone through. But there's one thing you have to really get your cohorts to understand. You are the union.
Woo!
You are the union, not some outside entity. So what you're going to be voting for, yes, you're voting for yourselves, you're voting for your livelihood, you're voting for your family, and you're voting for the area. You unionizing gives other workers who are non-union the strength to do that. And so when we stand here, that's why your labor brothers and sisters are standing here. We have to recognize all the laborers who are standing here with you today. Because they know the struggle.
Yeah!
And they know what being a union can do for yourself and your family. Give you that voice, that respect, and that dignity that you so well deserve. So as we stand here, as my elected official said, we will be here to the end. We will be here once you win, because then we got to help you get that contract, and we'll stand with you when you get that contract. So thank you.
Yeah! Woo!
My name is Ira Bethia, and I've been a long-time union activist. I'm a member of CSCA Local 1000 in Albany, the largest labor union in New York State for state workers.
Woo!
And I want you guys to be a little bit smart. In my local, what we require in my local, we are the largest issuer of municipal debt in the state of New York, partly in the country. We require that our union leadership buy our corporate bonds from our organization. I would ask that your union leadership, once you're formed, buy the stock in this company so that you have a seat at the table when those stockholders are about the value of you as a worker, so that you can protect your rights. It's not just about organizing as a union, it's about having a seat at the table, and that's something that your union leadership can do, so that you're there. Because these folks are working for corporate profits and for their stockholders, and you need to be one of them as well as union members, so that you can have your voices more thoroughly heard. Continue to work, continue to fight, continue to push forward, continue to do everything. Do not quit. This is the most important fight. And what people need to understand is that even the people that are saying no to unions, in the long run, they're going to see the benefit that you folks have provided to them as well.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Everyone that's in this building and the generations that will come after you. Continue to do this work, and sometimes a lifelong work for all of us. I've been doing this work for 25 years as an activist, and it never stops. And I see some old school folks that I've seen over the years that are like older than me, and I'm in my 60s, and they're still out here supporting you guys. So you know how important. Unions have raised the level of standard of living in this country.
Yeah!
And we need to continue to do that. I support each and every one of you. God bless you, and continue to fight.
Woo! Yeah!
So I'd like to introduce you to our newest committee member. So this little girl came in from nowhere, and she took us by storm.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Sarah! Woo! Yeah!
So this girl, Sarah, has impressed me and really inspired me every step of the way, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say. Now, actually, this is Mel. Mel is also another committee member.
Yeah, Mel! Let's go, Mel! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, Sarah! Woo!
How's everyone doing today?
Yeah!
2 months ago, I fought for my life. I was small, surveilled, mistreated, and powerless. But I knew I deserved better. So I found a place, found this job, packed my bags, and I never looked back. For days, I was a disheveled 18-year-old who had nothing but adrenaline and all the courage I had to keep me going. I struggled to get my shit together on top of surviving on a starvation wage, and I thought I was alone at work. But then I'd hear things like, I got my second job after this. I won't get to sleep tonight. I don't feel well, but I don't have any UPT left. I have a chronic illness and they keep refusing my accommodation requests. My baby's sick and I can't afford the medical costs while I'm already paying $500 a month for health insurance. I reported my sexual harassment. They shrugged it off and told me sticks and stones.
Boo! Boo!
I'm a single mother. All I do is work, yet I'm still behind on rent. I'm scared that my kids and I will end up on the streets.
Boo! Yeah. You're not alone.
These are some of the things my coworkers confided in me as they saw Amazon Labor Union lead organizer in big bold letters on my blazing gold vest. We are all underpaid for manual labor. We're thrown into the warehouse of horror slaughterhouse death traps. We're taunted with straps like a non-contractual $1.30 raise as if we're animals.
Boo!
We're struggling to survive and we are all suffering. We, the warehouse workers who generate Amazon Incorporated's wheels of wealth, are waging a peaceful class war for every meal skipped, every sprain, every medical bill unpaid, because we deserve more than the bare minimum or less. We deserve our life.
Yeah!
And we deserve
Woo! Yeah! Yeah, Sarah! Woo!
Today, on October 10th, 2022, at this historic demonstration of the power of the powerless, I'm urging you, witnesses and participants to the revival of the labor movement, my friends and co-workers, my family, vote yes. This company does not care about us, so we will care for each other.
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
2 months ago, I fought for my life. Our fight to unionize is the fight for our lives. Thank you.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
mom right now. And you know what we just saw? If nothing else. When I first started here 7 months ago, the word union meant termination. It was oh, you can't say that here, Heather. Oh my goodness. And I'm like, what do you mean? We need that here. And over the last 7 months, I've seen people afraid to use the word union, to fight for their rights, to get terminated and not even look back because they don't know. And now these people are using the word with pride and with strength, integrity, and courage. So over the course of the last 7 months, I've seen people in an environment that they just came to work injured. It didn't matter because that's just the way it was. That's just the way it was. But now there's an element of hope that I pray will bring people to the table, just like Sarah just did. I'm so proud of you right now.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah!
So next, we also have another brand new committee member, and this is Finn.
Woo! Yeah!
So Finn has been with us, I want to say about a month now, and Finn is also going to share her experience here at ALB-1.
Woo! Yeah!
Never used one before. Right, well, wanted to just share a bit of my story. I'm a worker here. I'm a packer, outbound singles. So, I chose this job over homelessness, actually. I ran away from over 20 years of domestic abuse, and it was this or the street. I was on the street for some time, actually. But it seems to me that I found myself in yet another abusive situation because Amazon does not treat you right. Amazon knows that it costs less to replace us than it does to repair broken machinery or prevent injury from taking place in the first place. That's just how they are. They're cheap. They pretend to care. They pretend they care a whole lot, but it's not sincere. It's an alibi. It's deceptive. It's malicious and manipulative. And I'm not stupid. And they treat us like cattle because they know if we let them, they're going to get away with it. So we can't let them. We have to stand up, and if not for ourselves, for our co-workers, for our people who get injured every single day trying to meet rate, for people whose daughters are dying because of lack of training, because they won't afford nurses, for people who are driving themselves to the hospital with hernias, for people who are being fired for nothing, for everyone who says that they are afraid to sign a union card because, and I quote, people who sign shit get fired for dumb shit. So I'm asking you now, all of you, to please stand up for your family here. Stand up for everyone here, for everyone who is too afraid to stand up for themselves. They can break our bodies, but they can't break our spirits unless we let them. So stand together, lads.
Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Yeah! Sam!
Another employee who was injured, let him tell his story.
Woo! Yeah, Sam! Woo!
But I'm also one of the ALB-1 committee members.
Woo!
September 6th, 3.5 weeks ago, I was cross-training a pick. For those of you that don't know, that means I was driving one of the pick forklifts, about 20 feet in the air, going down a singles aisle, 2 wooden tables, improperly stored, caught on the forklift, came down off the shelves about 15 feet, hit the cage, snapped up, smacked me right in the back of the head. I haven't been at work for 3.5 weeks. I have a severe concussion. I just got out of the neurologist's office, have to get an MRI, and I don't know when I'm going to be back to work. And then on top of that, Amazon's trying to deny my workman's comp claim, even though
that's all right! Whoa!
even though they caused it. The very first thing I did, right before I lawyered up, because I know what Amazon's like, is I filed an OSHA violation complaint.
Good for you.
Because one of the things that this company does that's straight up illegal every single day.
Yep.
Every day. If there is a warehouse in a risk of falling items, according to OSHA's very rules, they have to hand out hard hats. They don't. They'd rather spend $3,200 a day on union busting, non-employee fucking Pinkertons than the $15 that it takes to put a hard hat on a worker.
Yeah, that ain't right!
Then on top of that, when I got to AmCare, they didn't call an ambulance. They put me in a lift to an urgent care.
That is not right!
I could have died. I could have died.
Yeah.
We have seen another worker. The testimony earlier. Amazon does not give a flying fuck about us. Vote yes. The only way we get higher wages.
Yeah!
The only way we get a
Vote yes!
The only way we get a seat
Yep.
at the table.
Yes, Sam! Woo! Vote yes! Woo! Yeah!
I'm so smoking, so sorry. My story basically was like this. I was at work and I had a heart condition. I went to AmCare, they told me to go to HR. I went to HR, they told me your UPT was up. And I had to go home or work. So I gave them a look, so they told me get fired or go to work. They kind of gave me that look like, pretty much, yeah. I need this job, so I stayed. An hour later, I pass out. 2 minutes later, I'm waking up in that ambulance.
That's all right. That's all right.
They told me, you have to be out of work for about a week. That's all right. I went to accommodation. They told me to get back to me. It took them 2.5 months for them to get back to me. 2.5 months.
That is not right.
And 2.5 months not getting paid. If you add it up, you gotta remember, you got bills to pay, I have rent to pay. And because of them, I lost my house, I lost a couple other things, stuff that meant value to me, I had to sell. And at the end of the day,
That is all right.
at the end of the day, after I told them everything like I'm telling you, they said, we're here to help you. All right, what's the help? Take out a loan.
Boo! That's not right.
I'll tell you right now, they ain't gonna help you pay that fucking rent.
Mm-mm.
They don't know none of this shit. To be honest, I never knew what a union was. When they even announced it, I was like, what the hell is a union? Thanks to Heather and explaining everything that she told me, I'll tell anybody I know Bill Brooker. I'm gonna vote yes.
Woo! Yeah!
Come up to me and try to convince me to say that. So I'm just like, I mean, I like how you heard your story. Me and her experience was worse. So I guess that's called union busting. What we're doing?
Union busting is disgusting. Yeah!
It's not just disgusting to me, it's foul. And I'm trying to be nice, and that's all that Amazon did. 2.5 months, it shouldn't take that long. Their excuse was we have other employees. I don't know what else I can really say, but I will say this: I support the union 100%. Fucking vote yes. That's all.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Hear me?
Woo! Yeah, Mike!
My name is Michael. I started here in October of 2020. I worked in the packing unit. On December 31st of 2020, just over 2 months after I started here, I found out that I have aggressive prostate cancer. Okay?
2021, I went through 44 rounds of radiation treatment, and then I would show up here. I would go to treatment at 7:30 in the morning. I would show up here by about 8:20 in the morning for work. Earlier this month, September 1st, I was called up on a Thursday, September 1st, and I was told that I was being fired immediately because I had kicked an empty box.
That's all right. Boo! Shame on Amazon.
I kicked an empty box early in the morning out of frustration because I was having technology issues with the things in my working station. I was way behind on my work for the day, for the first hour, and out of frustration, I kicked an empty box. I don't know how it happened, but Amazon Human Resources called me Saturday and Sunday, the 27th and 28th of August. And 28th of August, they told me that I was being investigated for kicking that box. Kicking a box is something that happens almost on an everyday basis here. People kick boxes out of frustration or anger. It's nothing new.
Yep.
I believe that I was singled out, probably because I spoke out about the anti-union activity that was going on here.
Yeah.
And probably because they were tired of me taking time off for my cancer treatments. At the time that I was fired, I didn't really even know Heather. She called me up that night, gave me a tremendous amount of support. So I'm here today to help my former fellow co-workers and to stand behind them and give them support.
Woo! Yeah!
I appreciate your support for showing up. Thank you, and please get the word out. We need to get this union passed here.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, Michael!
Don't work for less union, yes.
Yes.
We need job security.
Yeah! B1! 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 Yeah! Woo!
Is there anyone else who wants to speak? Come on up, Brett. And then afterwards, there's food over here. Please come and help yourselves. Compliments of ALU. Go Union, y'all.
Yeah! Woo!
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Hey y'all. My name is Brett Daniels. He, they pronouns. I work at JFK 8. I am a worker organizer. I work in Stowe and have been a water spider since I started back in May of 2020. Now, to bring that up, I started back in Arizona. Now, this was after being inspired, seeing Chris, Derek, Gerald, and Jordan and others lead a walkout, just as Chris was saying earlier, in protest of health and safety conditions. Just like the other day, not only in Albany, but at JFK 8. Now, my comrade Kat was giving me a ride to work. I work the night shift, overnight shift. That starts at 5:45. Just in the hour before, there was a fire at JFK 8. Now, this fire was started at a compactor. So, when I got to work, I found out about the fire literally from a video from friends, not from Amazon.
That ain't right.
Yeah, that ain't right. And so then to get into work, we automatically get herded like sheep or like cattle, as someone was suggesting earlier. We got herded right into the cafeteria, over capacity, hundreds of us, 600 plus workers in one little cafeteria smaller than a football field.
Boo!
You know, disregarding fire, health, and safety hazards, you know, and conditions. And then we were there for hours because they were assessing the situation to see how much profit they were going to either make or lose.
Wow! Whoa!
So then they assessed that situation and said, oh, it's safe enough. We need to send you back to work.
Oh! That's all right!
And what did we say? That ain't right.
That ain't right!
So of course, you know, in their first announcement when they said send us home, we said, send us home!
Send us home!
Hey!
Woo!
And then we started the chant, send us home. With pay. What did they do? Sent us home.
Without
pay. But before that, it was only after we demanded that, and then when they didn't give us that, we said we're going to walk out. So we took our collective action, our federal right, to take collective action when we deem that a workplace is unsafe. You have the right to take collective action and not return to work.
Woo!
That's exactly what we did. We marched on the boss, marched on the manager's office in HR, and we demanded justice. We got sent home with pay. Then they suspended us. They suspended 80 plus workers, according to Amazon. And so they sent us home with pay, suspended us with pay. And this is why we need a union.
Whoa! Yeah!
So I picked up my life all the way from Arizona, moved here to New York to tell you, vote yes.
Woo!
Don't listen to the union
Yeah!
who are getting paid
Vote yes!
$1,000,000
Woo!
by a trillion-dollar corporation.
Woo! Yeah!
And people trying to tell you not to have a voice.
That's all right.
It's your right.
Woo!
We are the workers. Up with the workers.
Up, down with the bosses. Up with the workers. Down with the bosses. Up with the workers. Down with the bosses. Woo! Yeah!
Testing. Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
ALU. I was fired because I was moving too slow is what they said. And I'm going to tell you this. Amazon put profits over people. That's right.
That's all right.
Time is relevant to them. You know, I live in Brooklyn. I will commute all the way from Brooklyn to Staten Island. And every day when I work, get like crazy thoughts come to my head thinking that, oh, what if I get fired tomorrow? What if I get fired today? So, like I said, you could be one of the best respectful workers in the building. Amazon do not give a flying F word about you.
Yep.
It's up to us to come together, fight for that power. Let the whole world, let all Amazon facilities recognize the ALU, because this is not a game. We have to protect workers. We don't want no more people dying. We don't need no more ambulance pulling up to those facilities.
No more. No more.
And that's it. And vote yes.
Yeah! Woo!
Any more speakers? Anybody else? All right, here's Heather, our fearless leader.
So again, just to wrap up, I really would like to say thank you to everybody that came out. On a final message, what I would like to say is that, again, just to summarize, I want everybody at ALB-1 to go inside, to stand out here, and I want you to look around. Please look around at the incredible people that we work with. Look around at such a diverse group of people. But think about this. Think about the fact that when you look around, why is somebody saying, I'm a favorite, I'm going to quit to rehire from out or to apply from outside? We need that. I'm sorry, we need that equality across the board. The other thing, guys, is that if we have a bad day and we don't make quota, we get written up, or we're afraid of getting fired. We need to hold Amazon right here at ALB-1. We need to hold Nick and everybody else in leadership here. They set for us. They need accountability too, right?
Yeah. Woo!
Why are we the only ones that have to be accountable and hold each other accountable? I see somebody that, doesn't put the box on the shelf right. I'm like, hey guys, let's do this together, right? We hold each other accountable. They hold us accountable. There's a lack of accountability in here when it comes to leadership.
Yeah.
And when it comes to,
Woo!
when it comes to favoritism, no, we are equal. Every single one of us. It doesn't matter where we come from. It doesn't matter if we have challenges. What matters is that we're equal and we all bring something special to the table, a special quality. We're all skilled laborers. We all put on that harness. We all put on that vest. Every single person, when they walk in there, they have to wear a vest. And every single person with that vest should demonstrate the ability and the right to make a decision about your future. Is it scary? Kind of, yeah, we don't know. But you know what? We won't know if we don't vote yes and we don't get that contract.
Yeah! Vote yes!
Know that we have the right under the NLRA to speak our voice.
Right?
We know that. Here's what else we know. We know that Amazon can afford to pay us wages. We know that if Amazon is getting $12 million in one day, we know for a fact that they can share those profits with us. So why aren't they?
Yeah.
Why aren't they? I mean, I asked Nick if we can get an extra $10 today and tomorrow because it's Prime Day. No, not going to happen, Heather. How about COVID's on the uprise? Can we have our 20-minute breaks back? You talk about more or less, or maybe the same. Well, let's see. The less is already here. We don't have a break. You can only have clear liquids on the floor today, tomorrow, whatever. Don't sit on, at your station for a break. Take your 15 minutes to walk to the bathroom and come right back. That's not a break.
No.
Hold them accountable to give us the 56 hours of PTO in the state of New York, not 48. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, I need those 8 hours. Okay? We need our 8 hours. We need what we're entitled to by the law and what the right thing to do is. And Amazon has demonstrated consistently that they will make a decision if it means profit.
Yep.
No. We are putting people above the profit.
Yeah.
ALB-1, please look around and say we are an incredibly diverse group of people that support each other, that cry to each other, that help each other when our cars are broken down, when our family is in the hospital, when we didn't get approved for our COVID pay, when we didn't get approved for leave of absence, when we didn't get our disability. We help each other. Because when we turn and say, we need help, we need this, oh, well, go call ERC, call an 800 number. No, we're here. And we need it here. We need to hold Amazon accountable and to the same standards that they hold us. And the only way that that's going to happen, guys, is to vote yes, get that seat at the table, and show them what we're about. And that's what we're going to do.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, Heather!
So on October 12th, 13th, 15th, and 17th, we are going to take the power. We're going to get a seat at that table. We're going to hold Amazon accountable, and we're going to show them that these $15, $16, $17, $18 an hour employees beat the billion-dollar bully.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah, Heather!
We are going to stand up and say, you know what? I know my rights, and I'm going to vote yes, and I'm going to have that seat right there, and you're going to share those profits. You're done. You're done, Amazon.
Woo!
You've shown us for the last 20 years, and then you've shown us through the pandemic what people really mean to you.
Yep.
We care about each other. We want what we are entitled to. We are skilled laborers. Our value is being diminished by Amazon. No. No, we are valuable. We work hard, and you will sit at that table with us, and you will negotiate. That's all there is to it. Vote yes!
Yeah! Vote yes! Woo! Yeah!
Sorry, just a final thought. We actually had a caterer here today. He's actually a very good friend of mine that I've known since grade school. Yeah, I said that. A long time, that's all I'll say. So I've known him since grade school. He's got fantastic food, so please help yourself to the food that was catered today by my friend Dan at the Waterville Arts. I say the Arsenal, but it's really not. Yeah. It's the Waterville Tavern. So please help yourself. And again, thank you so much. And to the ALB-1 workers, look around. Look around at each other. We need each other. We need to do this, and we're going to do it because we are stronger. We're going to get equality. We're going to get your opportunity. We're going to get those benefits. We're going to get those wages because Amazon can't stop us. That's all there is to it.
Yeah!